There's a lot going on in the world. Gas prices, real estate and housing costs, gun violence, education, politics, drugs. And there are far too many podcasts talking about idiocy that means nothing. We don't talk to you, we talk with you. This is the Gafsta Podcast, giving all folks solid, true advice. If it's happening in the world and it's important to you, we're talking about it. Let's do it. Welcome to Gafsta. Now your host, Dr. Deshaun Parker.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to the Gafta Podcast, and we're here tonight with my man, TJ Norris, aka Facts and Stacks. What's going on, my brother?
How's it going, good people? What's happening, bro?
Oh man, everything copacetic, everything.
Hey man, Gafta too professional. I'm telling you, I'm loving it here, man. I'm loving this Gafta, man.
Yeah,
for sure, man. I'm loving this, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Loving this, bro. I'm talking about, man, we got drinks in the back, man. We got concierge and everything. Loving this.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Good to have you on. As always, so we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna do some video reviews, just kind of checking it out and things like that, man. It look like my camera keep trying to focus on something, man. I guess it's trying to shine on my bald head. Hey, for sure, what's going on? It'll be all good.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So before we started, man, shout out, man, your IG and everything, man, YouTube. So
So I am only Facts and Stats on everything. On Instagram, I think I'm still TJ Norris, but it's only Facts and Stats. Also, I host a YouTube channel called the Only Facts and Stats podcast, and our mission is to dispel all of the untruths about men on the internet, specifically black men, and then I always try to give real advice, from a real perspective, something,
no doubt.
The things that I wish people had told me,
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
We always got to try to keep it 100 anyways, man. There ain't no other way to do it.
Absolutely.
Get the people what they want. Come with the topics and facts. If you ain't got stats,
absolutely,
it's not happening.
Facts and stats.
Now, so it's a caveat to me on that. Stats is something different, but when you talk about stats, you're pulling stats from data. Now, I'm a firm believer, though, that data can be manipulated. So,
absolutely.
But either way, what you're bringing, man, it's all good. We put it on the plate. We give to them how it is, and give them the knowledge, and they go with it.
Absolutely, exactly. They have to deal with it. They see fit.
Yes, sir. So let's jump into this first one, man. We're gonna be talking about.
So
go ahead.
This one. All right. So in this video, I selected this video to kind of show your audience what I like to call an archetype, right? And I got that from Kevin Samuels, right? People are archetypically one way or another, right? So I wanted to use this one to show a particular archetype of women, to try to give some advice to our sisters from a brotherly level,
Yeah, right on. Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's check it out.
This is the most romantic thing a man has ever said to me. I was in a short-term, casual relationship with this man. Our intimacy was unlike anything I'd ever experienced at the time. And one night, I invited him over to do what we did best, but it took more of an emotional turn. We're on my bed, laying down, facing each other. I started to tell him about my past and how dating had been very up and down for me, and that prior to him, I was SA'd. And when I told him, he just listened and pulled me closer. And I started to cry. I look at him and I say, "Where have you been?" He pauses and says, "I'm sorry I'm late." Oh my God. And I just floated home on a cloud. I immortalized that moment. and turned him into this. "I'm sorry I'm late" was your response when I asked you where you've been. You're the first to give me goosebumps on my heart before my skin.
All right.
So like I said, I want to shout this sister out. This is a TikTok. First, I want to shout this sister out. Definitely, to send her some good energy for any trauma that she suffered. Right.
Yes, for sure. Definitely.
And it was very vulnerable for her to take and speak about that openly. On a platform like TikTok. But the thing that I think that we've done a great job as men in our culture doing is tricking women into believing that they can move like us. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt.
And so, like, this sister is very, like I said, archetypical of a lot of sisters that I know, right?
Vulnerable.
They think that they can move and be proud of short-term, casual, they call them relationship, but more just intimate encounters with people, right?
Yeah.
And then so they believe they can move like men, and when we've made it look so effortless that they think that this is the success, So she made a lot of mistakes in this. But number one, is that our culture has created an environment where the most precious and vulnerable of us take the most precious thing about themselves, and they are freely giving it away without commitment and without requiring anybody to really make a stance or create a position for themselves in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And
go ahead.
Yeah.
Continue.
And even to the point to where this sister has now allowed somebody who was a temporary situation to be her to be in her life every day on her wall. You know what I'm saying? Probably the first thing she look at in the morning, right?
Right. So
and so
for me, there's a couple of things that I'm looking at and I'm missing. I heard her, right? She met a guy. The encounter was short term, or before she let him in, and but what we're not understanding and what she's not saying is she took that encounter and she put it in the book, right? She's using her skills, no doubt. I give her that. But what we don't know is are they still together, or was this just a encounter, short term encounter, like she said? And if that's the case, not just women, men as well. We have to be more careful. In my opinion, we have to be more careful about who we open it up to in a short term.
Absolutely.
So
because those short-term situations can have long-term negative effects on us.
Absolutely, and just kind of thinking, just kind of looking and listening, and this is just our opinion. We could assume, right, that she's had some bad times, right?
Right.
And I'm just going off based on what she said. Short term means short term. She.
Yep. And she spoke about it in the past tense.
Yes. Yeah. So
she said was,
Right. So we're using our context clues and then basically, what she's saying. So I could only assume that maybe she's had some hard times. She hasn't been done right, and out of the blue, some guy, telling her what she wants, and and telling her what she wants. He get what.
How the Bible woman say, slick talking, fast walking guy.
And now he's in the past tense.
Yeah, but see, also I would say, right, like everybody has the right to do whatever they choose to do, right?
Oh, no doubt.
But you got to understand that now listen, I'm a fan of hip hop, right? And I think that there's an answer for almost every problem in hip hop or in the hip hop culture, right?
Yes, sir.
So the Honorable Jay Prince, right, made a statement. He said that every day we wake up with two things, and that's a chance and a choice, right?
Right, facts.
And you got to be able to live with the choices you made when you had the chance.
Man, look, I tell my students that all the time, man, all the time.
And that's all I'll say. Yes, sir.
All the time, man. And,
we got to be able to live with them two things, man.
Man, for real. And that's
yes,
everybody.
Sir.
That's everybody.
Yep. And I tell men from this video, one takeaway that I think men should have from this video is that a lot of guys, you know, we know about the term simps now, right? A lot of guys will really hold this against her, right? And I don't hold it against her, but they'll hold it against her and they'll call her particular, you know, negative names or stereotypes or something like that. But they got to understand that because she got the right to do whatever she want to do, they got to understand that every woman is not the same. You know what I'm talking about? And some women really don't want relationships, don't want to be tied down. They want to be free. They want to be independent. They want to do their own thing. And a lot of men can't accept that. Men got to learn to accept that, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they show us over and over again that some of them just want to be, exactly.
Time, you know.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? So
let me make one thing clear though. When I say we, I'm talking about men in general. Not
us, exactly. Yes, sir. You know yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't we know it?
You know it. You know. So,
don't we know it, bro?
You know,
yes, sir.
On the flip side, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate here a little bit. You know, on the flip side though, just kind of from life experiences, I guess. Let's just say she was with this guy, and you know they talked about settling down, and it came to a point where she wanted to share what she's been through, you know, and I'm a firm believer that people should do that, right? Because if we're making a commitment, you know, to be together, right? I need you to know what has happened to me. Now, if I let you in on my past and what has happened to me, guess what? I'm expecting you not to do it. You know better at this point. Right. So now you can't say, well, I didn't know that happened to you, or I didn't know these was your triggers and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, but before rewinding, we came together and made this conscious decision that, okay, we're going to be together and we're going to do this before I open up like she did and put all my cards on the table.
Yes, sir. But I do think now I do think it's harder for men to really be transparent and vulnerable with women than it is for women to be with men, because I think that men are more so protective of women when we know they've been through stuff. I think as long as we have good intentions about them, we're more protective, especially if it's a woman that we're trying to create a relationship, create a marriage or something like that with long term. But I think that a lot of men, even myself, run into where women, because they don't have the physical weapons that we have, they use the weapons that they have at their disposal, which is a lot of time words, right? Yeah. And women can a lot of times take things that we are vulnerable with them about and use them like automatic weapons against us. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they likely even regret it in the end because of how detrimental it can be to a relationship.
Facts.
But I understand that they likely do it out of a loss because they're not able to be physically imposing as we are, so therefore they're not able to make the same pushes in the relationship that we are. You know what I'm saying? Like we can step to a woman and give her that look, and she know it means shut up. You know what I'm saying? But a woman don't have that not physically imposing like that on us. They can use they know that they can use those words to hurt us. You know what I'm talking about?
That's
to make us go into the.
Let's kind of go back to what I was talking about with that communications.
Yes, sir.
And understanding. Hey, look, I've set this on the table. So, hey, baby, man, look, shut up, get out of my face, or like, hey, we had this conversation. I don't like to be talked like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And the man has to respect that. If he continue to be disrespectful and
absolutely
like that, he's under my in my opinion, he's being undermining, and he's not respecting the ground,
the boundaries of the relationship,
boundaries
for sure.
that he or she, right? I'm gonna kind of put it like that. He or she initially talked about those triggers and things like that. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely shows a lack of concern for anybody to do that, for sure. Especially to misuse you based on things that they already know about you. What I'm saying? They show a total lack of concern.
It ain't no excuse after that, man.
Exactly.
Period. I mean, not for me anyway. Not for me anyway. But I done told you. And now,
yes, sir.
So and kind of flip back. A lot of men don't do that or don't open up is because kind of like what you said. A lot of them think if I tell her this, and she get upset or we get an argument, she's gonna throw it back in my face and things like that. And a lot of women do that. And for the women that's going to be listening to this, you can't do that. When a man open up to you, he's opening up to you, right? And you cannot throw his feelings back up in his face, right? Because guess what? If you do that, he's never going to open up again. He ain't going to be able to trust you. He ain't going to tell you nothing.
Yeah. Well, Shaquille O'Neal just got in a whole lot of back and forth about saying that, right? Because it was like he said that like men should never really like open up to women like that, right? And he was trying to explain. Well, what I'm saying like this: people was all over him, and so like I can give you an example that happened to me. So this is a woman, older woman. We was on the path to get married, and I had told her earlier. I told her that none of the people that I had never grown up, I had never saw a monogamous relationship growing up. Everybody was always cheating, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I told her, right? I said, so I don't know if we can. I don't know if I don't know that people can, or I didn't know that people can until I got older. And so we was talking one day, and she had never been married. I've been married twice, you know what I'm saying? I was married to, and I was in love with both of the women I was married, and so I had a lot of experience in relationships. And so we was having a conversation, and it was about like, because I had the opinion that men and women can't be friends. I just had that opinion, right? The only way I think that men and women can be friends is if the man is not, if the woman is not attractive to the man at all. Right. That's the only way, right? Now, we was having that conversation, and she threw that back in my face. That I said that I had never seen people be monogamous in relationships in the past, So it's happened to me. So I know where Shaq was coming from.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure. So, yeah, I understand both sides, man. But the women they can't do that, especially when we give you
exactly
our heart, right, and we trust in you.
Because he'll never open up again. Man, just like you said, he'll never open up again.
At all. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Let's check out the next scene and.
All right. So, let me see which one it is.
The alpha motivation.
Okay. This. Hey, can we do this one last?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, man, because that one is amazing. I don't know if you've seen it already, but it's amazing.
All right, let's bring this one up.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone, I do not make you block anybody. I don't tell you you can't talk to who you want from your past. I don't want nothing to do with that. You conduct yourself. You already know right from wrong. Now you do something, you cross a line and knowing a line that you're not supposed to cross.
Yeah.
But that's on you. Then I know how to move accordingly. So based off what you do and how you moving, then I'm moving accordingly. I'm not saying nothing to you because you're gonna do what you want anyway. You're gonna do what you want anyway. That goes for any and everybody. They're going to do what they want anyway. So I don't want you dealing with me and feeling like you're in prison. This ain't prison. I'm not the motherfucking warden. I don't move like that. I don't move like it. Never have. You know right from wrong. Now, if you mess up and you get caught up in some bullshit, doing some shit you ain't got no business, I'm not saying nothing to you. I'm just moving accordingly.
Yeah.
You're not hearing me.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying nothing to you.
You ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't saying nothing. Oh, you move? That's how you moving? Okay, bet.
All right. So with him, I'm not for sure whether he's talking in general or about a woman. I could take that into both situations. As far as a woman's perspective, it's kind of go back what we was already talking about. With one of the things you said is you have a choice when you wake up, right?
Chance and a choice.
A chance and a choice, and it goes back to a right and wrong decision.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm kind of like that. It's basically to me, look, I don't need you telling me you love me. All right, I'm all about loyalty.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes, sir.
loyalty over everything with me. Everybody, I love you. This is no, okay, yeah. If you love me, I need some loyalty with that. Matter of fact, I need loyalty first. So once you show me how you move, I'm done with you. I ain't asking no questions. It's just like that. So I feel them. And a lot of people might not agree, right? Because as a man, right, and specifically now as an educator, a lot of people look at you and say, "Hey, man, you know, you can't give up on the kids and things like that." But I go back to the old golden rule: you can't save everybody. Hey, you reach one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I reach one, that's it. You know, you can't put your time in continuously. So here's an example. If you got a school with 1,500 kids, right? Or well, let me narrow it down. If you got a classroom with 30 kids, right, and 5 of them are failing, I'm not going to waste my time continuously trying to talk these 5 that's failing into doing their work when I got 25 other ones that's there every day putting 100% in and they want to learn.
Right. And it's one thing, you know what I'm talking about? I know what you're saying. Like, they failing just because they're not turning in work. They not failing because they trying and not able to do the work, because that's a whole different thing.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? When you coming in trying, you get support.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So I know. And then I'm gonna be honest with you. I picked this video because it sounded so much like you.
Yeah,
right? It sounded so much like you. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But shout out to Club Shay Shay, man, and definitely, man, Ocho Cinco, man. So he started off, I think I cut some of it off in the beginning, but he said that, like, when he get with a woman, right? So the thing is like, I thought that this was something that a lot of men need to learn, right? Because it's like, you see so many times where guys are talking about they are like, where you observe that men are being like wardens, like he say. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
They going through phones and they, you know what I'm talking about, trying to see where you at and what you're doing and who you with and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody asked me one time, because I was in a relationship with a person I was accusing me of cheating. They said, "Man, do you think that she was cheating? That's why she was accusing you?" I said, "Man, I wouldn't even know, because it didn't even cross my mind to ask."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even think like that, right? Yeah. Because men have to deal with things, and everybody, right? You should deal with people in an honest, upfront, straightforward manner.
Man,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
And when you see a disrespect, you should never look away. Kevin Gates said an amazing statement one day. He said that you never, more or less, he was saying that you never look for somebody to be doing dirt.
Man,
But
right.
when you see somebody doing dirt, don't ever look over it.
Man, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Don't ever look over it. Because once they was a friend and then they no longer a friend, never will they be a friend again.
Right, and it's just
you know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? Forever.
If you let it walk, they gonna think they can continue to do it.
Exactly. They gonna walk all over you, right?
Yeah, I ain't going.
They gonna walk all over you. And it's like this, man. Listen, just like you said, loyalty is above everything, man. You know what I'm talking about?
I'll tell you now.
I believe this. If you can be loyal as a friend, if you can be loyal, then there are no bounds. You know what I'm saying? Right. Loyalty is in a friendship, even a relationship. Loyalty is the root of love. Yeah, we need respect and all that, but loyalty is the root. So once I see you being disloyal, just like he said, I see you do something. Oh, okay, it is what it. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't got nothing to say.
Man, right. Look,
I saw it, and I'm moving accordingly.
Man, right. So check this out. If you think of it, man, you know what I'm saying? Look, dog. Love, respect, all that. Guess what? Loyalty encompasses all that. You hear me?
All that, bro. Yes, sir.
All that, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
once that loyalty is gone, you done lost my trust. You done lost my love. And it's all encompassing, man. So that's kind of what I'm at. I don't need you to love me. I need you to be loyal to me. Because if you're loyal to me, I know you love me.
Yes, sir.
So
yep. Because Lord just stopped him doing all kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Lord just stopped. It was a meme one time, and it was showing De Niro and what's the little short dude named DeVito? What's the little short dude name?
Danny DeVito.
Joe Pesci.
Okay, yeah.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
All right, so it was showing them in the picture, and the meme said, he said, it's not. I don't care about what nobody said about me. I want to know why they feel comfortable saying it to you.
Right. Yeah. I seen that.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tell me why was they comfortable enough to say it to you?
Yeah.
Because can't nobody say, and I got the meaning, because the meaning is, bro, can't nobody say that to me about you.
Yeah.
So why could they say it to me about you? You know what I'm saying? So loyalty got to come first, man. And just like T.O. said, man, you know, Ocho said, just like Ocho said, man, listen, you only get a chance. That's the most anybody gonna get is a chance, because a whole lot of people don't get a chance.
Right.
But that's the most you're gonna get is a chance, man. And we all adults, we all grown, we all know right from wrong.
Right.
When you make your choice, stay on that side of the street.
Man, facts. Look,
stay on that side of the street.
Let me see. You just, I'm gonna look at this quote, man. You just kind of made me remember. It was by I don't know if you remember the movie Johnny Dangerously.
Johnny Dangerously. I done heard of it. I can't remember watching it.
He used to do stuff, right? And it was this quote said something about hold on, just once. If he said you're only gonna do that once, just once. Let me see. Yeah, just once. Anytime you did something to that, he let you know. Okay, that's the first time you doing it, and that's your last time doing it. Johnny Dash, he had a quote like say, "You're only gonna do that once, just once." Yep, and that's kind of what you just saying. That remind me too, man.
Yeah.
I love it. That's an old show, man, but you know that's kind of what brought that back to me for sure.
Yeah, man, you only get one chance, man.
Yeah,
you only get one chance, man, because it's.
Yeah.
Life is too important, man.
Man, look here, I be trying to tell you. Man. All right, so
now this next video, I don't know if you know who this is. This DC YoungFly. You familiar with him?
Yeah, comedian.
So let me tell you, man. So he did an interview with Cam Newton right here, right? On the Cam Newton podcast. And he been going through a lot, right?
Yeah,
His lady, his baby mama died, you know what I'm saying, after the surgery and stuff. And so he was dealing with a lot of stuff after that or whatever. And so right here, what he's talking about is about like the expectations and living as a man, right? Because you already know, like I said from the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. My mission is to dispel all the inaccuracies about men on the internet, right? Yeah. But he talked about a lot of the pressure of being a man in this video, right? And you know what I'm saying? I want you to pay close attention to what he say.
All right, let's get it.
But just know, it get hot in that kitchen, boy. And everything may not work properly. But you still gotta cook. And guess what? People gonna be coming with plates out. And they gotta be fed. They gotta be fed. Whether you wanna go sit down and eat a plate yourself, and realize ain't nobody cook for you. You the chef, dog. Keep cooking.
So what he was saying is that the man is the cook, right? The man is the cook.
Okay.
And the cook is in the kitchen, and it might get hot. Your stove might not work right. Your knives might go dull. Everything you got to cook, your oven might stop working. You ain't got no charcoal for the grill, whatever. You still got to keep cooking, man.
You know,
above it all, man. And then guess what? The reason you got to keep cooking is because folks is expecting you to feed them.
Hey, that kind of remind me of I can't remember what I was seeing it, but basically, it was from a father or a husband perspective. Daddy, I need this. Baby, I need that. We ain't got this. We ain't got that. But guess what our response always is? Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Don't worry about it.
I'll take care of it. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. So I definitely understand where you're coming from.
And then you hear what he say? He said, but then you get hungry.
Man, what?
But you realize ain't nobody cooking for you.
Man, look here. Hey, that's why, man. Again, that's that loyalty. Man, look, dog.
Ain't nobody cooking for you.
Man, let me
so go on back in there and keep cooking, dog.
I struggle with that now, dog. I ain't gonna even lie, man. You know what I'm saying?
Whole lot of us do, bro.
You know, man, look. I mean, I know everybody got their own situation and things like that. Go through different things, man. But you know, when we have to work and pull ourselves up out of what we've been through and provide for our immediate, you know what I'm saying? Our immediate family and everybody else coming behind with their hand out, you know, and when we continue to push, you know, and things like that, man, look, I hate to say it, but I ain't got no more giving in my heart, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, look, if I'm giving, I'm feeding everybody. And like he just said, I'm hungry.
Ain't nobody cooking for you, dog.
Can I get a bologna sandwich? You know what I'm talking
about? Ain't nobody cooking for you, dog.
Matter of fact, a bologna and slaw. I need some slaw and barbecue sauce on that junk. Can I get that?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people want to try to live off your pockets. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Man, but you gotta be able to, man. Yeah, you gotta chop it up, man.
Not just living off your pocket, living off your blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, man. Facts, dog. A lot of people don't understand that, man.
Folks live off your blood, man.
Man, you got folks out here, man, that's taken advantage of. You know, you got people out here with good hearts. You know what I mean? I think I got a good heart, but man, I'm gonna cut your ass off though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut you off, and I ain't gonna let you, man, disrupt what I got going on either. Just because you don't want to do what you're supposed to do to get ahead. Man, can't nobody tell.
But I'm gonna say this, bro. Check this out. You know, a lot of people really don't realize how even more pressure is on the man in our community. You know what I'm saying? In the black community, right?
Go ahead.
As far as when it comes to like families and struggles and stuff like that, the ones who decide to really try. You know what I'm saying? Which is most, for real. But the ones that really try, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand that you kind of get it doubly hard, man, because you mess around and you look at, even though Gary Owen not black, you look at somebody like him. He done struggled hard to provide a life for his family and his folks and his kids and his wife and all that, right?
Right.
Him and his wife already agreed to get divorced. But then now that he's getting the divorce and got a divorce, his kids won't even speak to him. He done put his whole life into them. They don't even speak to him, man. Like, all of his sacrifice in life meant nothing.
Hey, man, you speaking to the choir on that one, dog.
You hear me, man?
Oh, man. I'm right there with
and everybody want to say that we ain't there because we don't want to be there. And that's the furthest from the truth, bro.
Man, for real. And we probably could have talked about this on another one, but since he brought it up, man, and it's kind of coming in with this, man, let's get it. So, man, it's sad, dog. It's sad that happens, you know. Again, being that father, that the man, that's what we're supposed to do. One thing I don't like is I don't like that women or society look at the man as the disciplinarian, right?
Yes,
guys, we need to back up off that because that's what's messing us up, right? Because
just wait till your daddy get home.
Just wait. So now
I'm gonna call your dad.
Right, just that. So what is that doing? That's making the kids hate the dad in a I guess
on a visceral level, you know,
right? On an offensive level, not knowing.
Yes, sir.
You know, so when things like that happen now, man, your dad might been around, man, to practically raise you, but now you're gonna sit up here and act like the man ain't been there, act like you don't know him, you disrespecting him, and that goes back to what happened in Memphis last week when the dude and his dad got the argument at the gas station. Man, the man killed his dad. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, man, I ain't know nothing about that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you know what I'm saying? And I was thinking, dog, man, and I was like, damn, man, how? First of all, I'm out here in the jungle with them, man. They disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you got these ladies out here raising these little boys talking about you the man in my house, you the king, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then when they daddy come, they act like they ain't gotta listen to the dad and things like that. So when daddy put his smack down on them again, disciplinarian. Oh, now you wanna jump bad. You understand what I'm saying? And then I ain't gonna even lie. Man. That's one reason. And then hopefully my kids see this one day. You know what I'm saying? But and I hopefully I'm wrong, but I'm going through the same thing. I've been going through the same thing, man. Man, I ain't talked to my son and shit. I know every bit of 8 years. I ain't talked to my oldest daughter. And damn near 8-9 years either. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, when I was thinking about that situation the other day, what if they always say, well, you the dad or you the parent, you should continue to try. Man,
no.
And this reason is the reason why, because you know, I don't know what my son think. You understand what I'm saying? I go down there try to have a conversation with him. You know, he asked me a question, I'm gonna tell him. I'm period.
Yep.
And then that ain't saying that I ain't gonna say whether he gonna like my response or not, but I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens? Oh man, why you say this, or you this here, you ain't nothing, you ain't shit, you this here. Man, what? Hold on, dog. You ain't finna talk to me like that. I'm still your dad. Oh, nigga, you ain't nothing. But, man, look, we ain't finna do it. We ain't finna do it because somebody gonna get hurt.
Yep.
And unfortunately, this same situation, man, happened the other day in Memphis, when the son, whatever he called himself, was gonna fight his dad about for.
His hands ain't work good enough.
His hands ain't work good enough, and he shot and killed his own dad.
Shot his dad. Man, I didn't hear about that, bro.
Yeah. So,
damn.
So all of this, you know, we say this to say, you know, based off the things that we reviewed, man. You mentioned Gary Owens, man. Hey, man, I know firsthand, you know.
Yeah.
My kids know who I am. You understand what I'm saying? At one point, I had custody of my son. You know, my daughters, all my kids know who I am.
Right.
And for them not to, you know, talk to me like I did something wrong, you know, it's crazy. But again, you got hey man, I move on, and I'm gonna say this right, because I'm missing out on their life, whatever. But they all grown now at this point.
Right.
But guess what? They missing out on a lot of things as well.
Right.
You know, so hopefully, you know, that's one of the reasons.
Life ain't one-sided, man. You know what I'm talking about? At a certain point, you know what I'm talking about, even the kids got to realize their level of responsibility and everything. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm talking about? Parent, you always know your level of responsibility,
man,
but
facts.
A lot of times we ruin our kids because, you know what I'm talking about? And I told my mother this one time when I was coming up. Well, after I grew up, I told her, I said, yeah, you wanted me to make mistakes, but not know the consequences of my mistakes. And had I known the consequences of my mistakes earlier in life, I maybe wouldn't have made certain mistakes later in life. But you were a single mother who really didn't have the tools to be a single mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, you know what I'm talking about, just what you did. She made the best decision she could in the moment. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And we can't never judge people, no matter if they was our mother, father, nothing. We can't judge the decisions they made because you wasn't in their shoes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know what you would have did in the same position. All you can do is say what you would have liked to see happen.
Yeah.
And that's all kids can say about their parents. Like, yeah, you might have liked to see a certain thing happen, but you don't know what you would have did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, so
it's crazy, bro.
What we brought to y'all today was all facts and stats. Well,
ain't
all
it, man?
Facts and stats, you know what I'm saying? Some opinions, but hey, we keeping it real as we want it to be. You understand what I'm saying?
Already.
You know, so
already, man. I appreciate you, man. Man, you know, you made me feel welcome. And you know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to every time, man. Always, man, my folks, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Living this, man.
Yeah, we'll link up and man, you know,
sure.
Go over some more things, man. We bring it to the community, man, and putting it all on giving all folks solid truth advice. Hey, if they don't want it, they ain't gotta take it, but that's what we doing.
That's all we got, man. All we can do, man, is stick to the facts.
Yes,
stick
sir.
to the damn facts, man, for sure.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna be closing it out here in just a second. And man, one love to everybody. Peace, love, and blessings.
Yes, sir. Believe that, man.
Yeah, so
Lord's over everything, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
You've been listening to the Gafsta Podcast, giving all folks solid, true advice. We hope you enjoyed the show. We know we had a blast, and we hope you got some useful information from it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, Hook up with us on Facebook at DDP Realty Group, Home Buying and Selling. On Instagram at DDP Realty, hashtag NKZ Dallas, No Kill Zone Dallas, helping to promote stopping the violence within the communities. And follow on Twitter at Deshaun DSP. See you next time on the Gaffed Up Podcast.
What's up?